Hi fellow humans, this is our video montage from a sailing trip to the British Virgin Islands in April 2016. After arriving in St Thomas, we took a taxi down to the ferry terminal and took the fast ferry over to Road Town on Tortola. We booked a bareboat charter through Conch Charters. We reserved a Beneteau Oceanus 43 with 3 cabins and 3 heads. Conch Charters pride themselves on a small but personal service, including an individual chart briefing. This made us feel very well looked after. We knew a lot of the staff by name come the end of the trip. Shout out to the Conch crew, highly recommend them. We'd never sailed on a 43-foot boat before, so this was a new experience. Pleased to say that it was just as easy as last year's 36-foot, maybe a bit more stable in the waves, and obviously the kids were having a good time. The next day we had a fantastic sail up to Gorda Sound and Peterborough Mooring Ball by Saba Rock. The next day we planned to sail to Anegada, where the conditions cooperating. We spent some time planning the route, looking at charts and working out the correct heading and waypoints. The next day the kids headed off to get some ice for the icebox, then it was out and up with the sails, off to Anegada. Once we arrived at Anegada, which comes from the Spanish for flooded land, we found the channel markers fairly easily. As you can see, there was a bit of a stiff breeze, but I was more concerned about the depth of the water, as I'd read that it is very shallow in the mooring field at Setting Point. With a bit of a struggle, we managed to secure ourselves to a mooring ball, then took an exploratory dive to see how much water was under our keel. As you can see, not a lot, just over a foot. We rented a car for the day on Anegada. It cost us about $68 and took the single road that goes around the island to have a look and see what we could see.
Now that I need you, hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. And there at your side, part of all the things you know tonight.
The slightly overcast weather was great for snorkeling along part of the Horseshoe Reef, the largest barrier reef in the Caribbean and the 4th largest in the world.
We then headed off on what should have been a lovely long run down to Jos van Dijk, but as you can see there was barely a puff of wind. The wind had veered round to be more northerly and had pretty much tapered off to about 4 or 5 knots, so not a lot to do other than just drift in gorgeous tropical turquoise waters.
There at your side, part of all the things you know tonight. Oh yeah, it's over and done, but the heartache lives on. Now that I need you, hey, hey, hey.
This is definitely one of our favourite spots on Jos van Dijk, Little Harbour. Stayed there last year for the first time and found ourselves back here. If anybody knows what type of fish this is, be mightily grateful if you could identify it for us. It's like some sort of upside down shark or dogfish.
about a 25-minute walk from Foxy's Taboo over to the Bubbly Pool, where the waves rush through a gap in the rocks to create a natural jacuzzi.
On our final day, we headed to Salt Island and snorkeled over the wreck of the RMS Rhone, a British mail ship lost during a hurricane in 1867. We were really surprised at how clearly we could see the stern section of the ship, even from the surface.
need to be sailing, like, off autopilot.
Lying still. And then
Captain's cat. Shipmate Duggan, yardies.